All right, what is up, Utes fans? This is Joseph back with the Utah Utes Football Digest. I was messing around with the video stuff a little earlier, so I hope the quality's coming through a little better tonight. Let me know what you guys think, how it's coming through. But definitely good to be back here, right? It's summertime, one of the low parts for the of the Utah football season or of any team's football season. So definitely a time for us to try to find some stuff to talk about. But I mean, it feels like there's definitely a lot going on. If you guys are following the page on Twitter, which you can see at the bottom here at Utah Utes Ballin', it's on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. I just made that, so like nobody's following me on there. So if you guys are on TikTok, I don't use TikTok at all, so I'm excited to get used to it. And Facebook, all of them that I know of. So make sure you guys follow the page. But a lot of fun. We got a lot of recruits coming in that just came in some are actually here right now. Like June 10th, Friday, June 10th is a big visit day for Utah. We actually have a lot of people here visiting the program, and actually a lot of pretty damn big names. So definitely an exciting time. If you guys are excited to talk about some recruits tonight, look at who's visiting, look what they might mean to the program, and look how look how exciting it is that they're here. Make sure you guys like the video so I know that this is what you guys want to talk about. Also, if you guys are new to the channel, my dog's licking me. Make sure you subscribe. Another cool thing is definitely jump in the chat, guys. I love seeing you guys get involved in the conversation. That's really why I do these live streams instead of just making videos. I mean, it's honestly probably, usually I get a little more views and stuff on the videos I make that aren't live streams. So I really do this just so I can communicate more with you guys, and you guys can kind of get in on the fun and feel like you're part of the channel. So I hope you guys enjoy these. Lanky, what up? What is up, Lanky? Good to see you back. I don't think you were here last week, or maybe that was the week before, but definitely good to have you. I posted a comment in the chat. Who is the number one guy you hope you get a commitment from? Make sure you guys drop that in the chat. Who is it? Who is the number one guy you hope we get a commitment from? Larry says Walker Lyons or Eno Etta. Yeah, definitely two big names. I mean, probably some of the highest rated recruits we're going after. And we're going to definitely look at those two. Those are two big time names and definitely exciting. You know what's even cooler is Lanky's got a completely different set of names. You both dropped two names, and they're two different names and two high profile players by both of you guys. So definitely exciting there. Yeah, I couldn't agree more with all four of these names. I like all four guys a lot. So we'll kind of talk a little about the recruits that are visiting, what they could mean to the program, where I think we're at with them, kind of how excited I am for the player, what their immediate impact could be, what their long-term impact could be. So definitely a really exciting time. Let me see if I can change this up. This looks a little off. Yeah, that's a little better. That was a little weird. But I'm going to leave this question. Spencer says, Arch Manning. Hi. All right. All right, so who's the number one guy you guys hope we get a commitment from? Definitely a real big question. I am super excited about so many of these guys. Honestly, guys, last year, June, we picked up two of our best recruits in the whole recruiting cycle. And this could be a big month for us. I mean, we have name after name after name of really good player coming in here. I mean, we get literally you take almost the entire list of guys that are coming in here in June. If we could get, 3 or 4 of these guys, I mean, damn, it would be a huge boost. It would be like really building a strong recruiting class. Another cool thing is some of the guys that have already committed to us are going to be here. I'll talk about them first. Let's go ahead and look at who we already have committed to us that is going to be here. That is actually, I believe, is here right now. Let me just double check. Let's take a look. Yep. Yeah, so there's a guy here right now that's already committed to us. Definitely a big name that we recruited. Let me go ahead and put him on the screen here. All right. Well, I'm going to pull up his Twitter page. We'll give him a little shout out, but kind of see what's going on there. All right. Bam. All right. Check it out. Mac Howard, our 4-star QB at Oxford High School. Technically, Ute Zone or 24/7 Sports has him as a 3-star QB, but it's kind of garbage. Honestly, it kind of turned me off a little from 24/7 Sports. It really did feel like immediately after he committed to Utah that they changed him to a 3-star. I mean, it wasn't even like 2 weeks, dude. It was wild. So, but that's awesome to have Mac Howard out here, especially when we really have some hitters literally at the school right now. Like this second, they are at Utah visiting. So awesome. Oh, and if you guys are wondering why I'm wearing a long sleeve t-shirt or turtleneck, however you want to call it, in the middle of summer in Utah, it's just my basement that's where I make these videos, is my basement. So it's freezing. So that's why I've got this on. Larry says we have like 5 to 6 top 300 players in the mix. Larry, always appreciate your comments, man. Yeah, there are some. I'm telling you guys, well, I'm not just exaggerating. I mean, this is a list. I mean, if we get 10% of these guys that are visiting in June to commit, it's a big deal for the class. We got hitter after hitter after. Like we have each group of people visiting contains like 3 or 4 real hitters. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mean hitters like Smash Mouth Ronnie Lott type of guy, or I mean just like a big name, like a guy that could be a big impact on the program. So let's look a little more at it. But on that note, yeah, so really excited about Mac Howard. One other guy before we dive into the whole list of all the recruits, got to build some suspense with you guys. A guy that was the first commit for the 2023 recruiting class is going to be coming out to Utah. He actually, when I posted that little video on Twitter and Instagram earlier, I don't know if you guys saw that, but the one I posted on Instagram, he actually liked the video, so that was pretty cool. Let's see. If you guys aren't aware of him, like I said, he was the first commit for the Utah 2023 class, which has been, not like a bummer, but I'm hoping to see it. The wheels get in motion here. I mean, we got good players. It's Matiaki Hilu, 3-star linebacker, strong safety, running back. And I broke down his film on the channel. Definitely don't do it now while we're on the live stream, but when you get a chance, make sure you guys check out that film breakdown. A really good player. I mean, definitely one of those guys. It's like a 3.8, 3.9 star, borderline 4-star. Real hard hitter. Guy that is not afraid to get his nose dirty. So definitely a guy that I'm excited to have. I mean, just him and Mac Howard in their own are very exciting. And if you guys are just joining us, check out the comment in the chat here. I put it just below me. It's who's the number one guy you hope we get a commitment from. We have so many highly touted prospects about to be visiting us and that are visiting us right now or visited us last week. And so many exciting guys. So make sure you guys drop who your number one is. We already have 4 different names in the chat. So I like to see that you guys are, keeping up to date with this and definitely keeping an eye on it. Lanky Boy says Walker Lyons is one of my favorite players to watch on tape. Yeah, I think Walker Lyons is a favorite for a lot of people. I think a lot of people really want Walker Lyons to be a Ute. It's it's not lost on me. I would say I think it could happen. I mean, we're tight end you, dog. I would put us against anybody. If you want to be a star tight end, this is where you come. I really feel that way. Like Fotheringham wasn't exactly a superstar, but like a solid, well-rounded tight end. And he just locked in for the Utes, and he went to the NFL. He signed with the team. So if we're able to turn a guy like Fotheringham, who's really like an old school, hard-nosed tight end, and get him into the NFL, I mean, imagine what we can do with these playmakers. Imagine where a Kincaid and a Keithy are going to go when it comes to the NFL. So I'm definitely excited about that. With that, though, another cool thing we did this last week, and make sure you guys tell me who is the number one guy you hope we get a commitment from. Um, Larry says top hitters sometimes wait until we get closer to signing day. Unfortunately, looking for playing time and maybe NIL now. Yeah, definitely, definitely. I mean, and if you were a player, like if all else is equal, right, Larry? If all else is equal, and you know you have some very strong NIL opportunities at one school, and you like both schools similarly, like you don't want to choose a school for the NIL, but if, like I said, if all else is equal, I mean, why not get paid, right? I mean, you're putting your body on the line for the school. I saw a thing today that it was C.J. Stroud from Ohio State got a $200,000 Mercedes G wagon as part of an NIL deal. So I mean, it's out there. You might as well take advantage of it. I mean, we were banging on the door for so long for players to start making some money, and they finally got it. And why not? You know, that's really cool. All right, who is the number one guy you hope we get a commitment from? If you guys are just joining it, we're about to dive in to all the different recruits that have been visiting over the past week or so and that are going to be visiting throughout June. So make sure you guys like the video if that's something you're interested in. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. We're going to be pumping out this content all summer. And if you guys like video breakdowns of players, I love making those. I am, chomping at the bit for someone to commit so I can make another one, because they're definitely a fun time for me and something I really enjoy doing. So if you guys enjoy those, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because we'll definitely be putting those out. All right, so on that note, we also got a punter. I'm not going to dive too much into it, but I guess he's part of some like Australian punting program, pretty high pedigree. I don't have him like ready to go, so I can't pull him up, right? But I would tell you guys that he definitely seems like he's got some hype. I saw some videos about this punter. He, 50 plus yard punts that he was just posting on his Twitter page with good hang times, like 5.5 seconds. So, I mean, if there's one aspect of football I really am not that into is punting and kicking. I couldn't tell you that much about what's good and what's bad. So maybe I should be more on top of that. But yeah, it's not something I'm aware of. So I'm not going to pretend like I am, right? Okay. But on that note, let's go ahead. I think it'll be a really fun time tonight, guys. We got a lot to go through. So let's just go ahead and get started. All right. So the first guy we are going to look at, let me unshare this screen. So this is going to be the first guy we're going to look at. He is from California. He is a guy that just visited for the Utes. So I believe this whole little group I'm about to share is a California group. All right. Lanky says Jackson Holman is also really interesting player, pretty interesting player. I really hope we land him. Yeah, honestly, there's so many talented players visiting. I hope we land tons of them. All right, so this is the first kid we're going to be looking at, everybody. His name is Owen Chambliss. All right, let's zoom in a little. I feel like it's a little weird that I zoomed out. All right, Owen Chambliss. I think I followed him on Twitter. Let me get him pulled up here. Where is this guy? I swear he has a Twitter. Yeah, here he is. Let's put him up on the screen here. All right, so this guy definitely, if you look there, I know I just took it off the screen, but just so you guys know, a .8611. He's a linebacker, number 66 at linebacker in the entire 2023 class, and number 815 nationally. So definitely a solid player, not like a superstar, but definitely a guy you get a commitment from Owen, you'd be very excited. Definitely a guy that could contribute pretty quickly. So let's go ahead and take a look at his Twitter page here. Maybe try to get some info on how this went. And don't mind the Boise State stuff, guys. Obviously he likes Boise State, right? But check this out. He also shared this. Cole Bagley. It's a quote about him. One of the things that's different between Utah's priorities. Utah is a priority to win, a priority of excellence, to be great, and all of the good qualities you want to see in a school when you're being recruited. So that's definitely awesome to hear him saying that about Utah. And check him out here. Boom, in his Utah visit, just looks right, just looks like a good fit, dude. And one of his boys is with him over there at Utah, so that's really cool to see too. Can we get some? You guys want to watch a little tape? I mean, why not, right? While we're here, I mean, we'll see how long we can go if we watch the tape. That's gonna make it tough, but I wouldn't mind if it's really choppy. You guys know how it is. Sometimes when we do these streams, for some reason, the tape is really choppy. Oh, he doesn't have a link to his actual Huddle page. He's got a link to just huddle.com. So there's a little bit of a slip up there. Let me see if I can just find it. Huddle. If you guys are enjoying the video, please go ahead and drop a like on the video. Gets it out to more Utes fans. Definitely a cool time. Aris, if the Utes had a linebacker or a guy like Hackett or Wisnowski, I'm convinced they would have run the Rose Bowl. That block punt really killed some momentum and the way those two could flip the field. Yeah, absolutely. But I would also tell you, I don't think our number one issue is the punter himself, right? That's definitely could be better. But I would tell you guys, I think the issue we have is just that we're not blocking well on punts. It doesn't matter how good your punter is if people are just flying back there and smacking the guy. I mean, that just seems like more of an issue to fix on the blocking scheme, right? Larry, and possibly don't lose to Oregon State either because of that punt six. Yeah, I feel like Oregon State, as much as I wish we won that game, we kind of deserved to lose with the way we just let them run the ball down our throats. I mean, they definitely controlled the game, even though we were making plays early and felt like we were going to pull away. It was just tough. Their run game was really good. They had a great offensive line, a really good running back. It was a tough go. So, Jeff, I would like to land an edge rusher like Anthony James. I mean, who wouldn't, right? Definitely a beast, Anthony James. I believe he's a 4-star prospect. I'm sure his name will be up here in a minute. And Dark Soldier, hello all. Dark Soldier, good to have you here, man. Thanks for joining in the chat. I'll post this real quick while I go through you guys' comments. Make sure you guys drop in the chat. Who is the number one guy you hope we get a commitment from? There's so many awesome recruits that are coming to Utah this month. We're going to go over hopefully all of them tonight. I got to see. I don't want my wife to freak out if I spend all night doing this. But we'll definitely have some fun. Larry Hackett was an escape artist and Wish was quick. Absolutely. Eric says, agree with the needing to block, but our guys straight dropped the ball. Yeah, but I'm just my point is more just the majority of our punting issues felt to me like the blocking, not the punter. Not that the punter couldn't be better. So definitely not arguing with you. All right, and now let's go ahead and check out. So I was able to get Owen Chambliss's huddle. I think I was able to. All right, so this is Owen Chambliss, 3-star prospect that just finished his visit to the Utes. Let's get him up here on the screen. All right, little film. And guys, don't be pissed if it's choppy. It's sometimes when we do this, for some reason, it just comes through terribly. I don't know why. Maybe it's something programmed in here so you can't be streaming YouTube videos. I really don't know what it is. So let's take a look at this kid. 6'4", 210 pounds. Pick. Awesome. Little pick 6 action. Very cool. Definitely athletic there. Yeah, I ran the whole little team there. So check him out here, top right of your screen. I'll be trying to throw the dump off. Solid. You'd like to see him make a little more contact there on the tackle. Good job getting in there, making contact. I like that one. I like that when he hit the guy's legs. Like I said, it's always, for some reason, it's always choppy when you do this. If you notice, my video is not really choppy at all, but this is coming through so choppy. I don't know why that is. So Sorry about that. We got a comment. The answer for number one recruit is Tabarachi. Guess what? We got him. Okay. Are you quid pro quo? Are you a USC fan or something? Or is Tabarachi isn't here? He went to USC. Yeah, he couldn't compete at Utah, so he went to USC. So, all right, Larry, quid pro quo. You talking about Tabarachi? Who's Tavarici? Yeah. You guys are just out here roasting him. Jeez. All right. But anyways, let's go ahead and get off of Owen Chambliss, but definitely an exciting prospect, a guy that would definitely be a good get for us if we were able to pick him up. So that'd be pretty cool. Let's go ahead and look at the next guy here. Boom. All right. So the next player that visited, these guys are all from last week. So this is Marquis Collins. So he visited last week. A 3-star running back, 5'10", 190 pounds. Okay. Marquis Collins, definitely a good player. I watched his film. I think I'm going to avoid putting film up. If you guys want, maybe note some of these guys down and watch their film later. But Marquis Collins is definitely a really good player, guys. I'm just going to avoid the film just because, it's coming through pretty rough with the film. So. All right, so Marquis Sub-Zero Collins. I'm going to put up his Twitter page. So check him out here. All-State Player of the Year. Number 4 running back in all of Texas. Texas is pretty damn competitive. All right. Eris saying any quarterback that can fill in for Phillips when he departs. Not sure who are DB recruits that are visiting. Yeah, we'll definitely see some DBs tonight. I noticed that. You can tell they're trying to get some corners in here. It's an important thing for them. Definitely, we don't have a ton of depth once a couple of these guys leave. So, yeah, so Marquis Sub-Zero Collins. Check him out. This is his top 5 right here. You can see Utah's right there. And honestly, you look at who else is in there.
Whoa.
Is Duke, TCU, Boston College, Cal. Utah.
23 shot like Michael Jordan.
How do you
just
not
pick pay like a Randall and get to the break
consider that we're just
break on the beat, but feeling room way that I walk on the beat and no bad to do it. Burger my change, I add a change.
We were just straight we can run the ball like crazy, so I feel like you might as well come to Utah. Quick pro club.
Okay, 23 shot like Michael Jordan. Just pay like a Randall and get to the break.
Yeah, he was really good in highlights. Yeah, he looked really good.
I walk on the beat and no bad to do it.
I don't know the exact reason quid pro quo why Tabarachi left. I felt like he was a good fit. I think he was going to be an immediate starter.
23 shot like Michael Jordan. Just to pay like a Randall and get to the break.
I feel like that would give him more of an opportunity.
Break on the beat, but feeling room way that I walk on the beat and no bad to do it.
All right, yeah, he was like 7th on the depth chart. That's why he left.
Whoa.
All right, yeah, let's not make this about Tabarachi. Who cares?
Goes on.
He's already.
Whoa.
But I also want to show you something cool here. So check it out with Sub-Zero. This impressed me. So Tavion Thomas quote tweeted him and posted. Like, a lot of these guys don't do this for everybody. And also Jalen Two-Piece Glover did it. Chase Kennedy did it. Like, all of these guys are shouting out Sub-Zero to try to get him here. You can't hear over the video audio? I can turn it down a little. Is that better for you? All right, Josh says he wasn't going to get playing time. Yeah, it didn't look like it, right? I hope that helps, Larry. Let me know if that's working for you now. All right, and then let's go ahead. But definitely Sub-Zero feels like the whole team's in on getting him here. So definitely a guy.
23 shot like a Michael Jordan. Just to pay like a Randall and get to the break.
Oh, this is kind of how I wanted to break it
on
down.
The beat, but feeling room way that I walk on the beat and no bad to
who the player was. The likelihood that I thought they were going to actually commit to Utah on a scale of 1 to 10.
23 shot like a Michael Jordan. Just to pay like a Randall and get to the break.
So with
break on the beat, but feeling room way that I walk on the beat and no bad to do.
I feel like I'd say like a 6.5. So like above average could definitely be a Utah commit.
Goes on.
Which audio is
23
it?
shot like a Michael Jordan. Toast on the pay like a Randall and get to the break with you. Boom.
Is that what it was? Did that work? Because my audio, like the audio's all the way down, Larry. There was a video going on Sub-Zero's Twitter, so maybe I just muted it. Maybe that's what it was. But anyway, so with Sub-Zero, like I said, I think he's. Oh wait, with Owen Chambliss, let me finish him first, so we can start doing this with all the guys. So Owen Chambliss, a 6.5 to actually commit here, and then immediate impact. Thanks, Larry. That was it. That's awesome. Thank you very much. Thanks for letting me know, guys. I'm glad we didn't waste a lot of time. So Owen Chambliss, I feel like he's not going to make a huge impact. Honestly, just off the tape, we were looking at there. Didn't look amazing. Didn't look bad, right? Didn't look bad. But I definitely think he'd be more of a guy, definitely a good position to pick up because he plays linebacker, right? It's a position we need. But when you're playing linebacker for the Utes, they're going to want you to get dirty, get in there, make some tackles. And I didn't love the form. I'm not trying to bash on you, Owen. I hope you come to Utah. I mean, if there's anywhere where you're going to get great coaching and help you to grow, it's Utah. But I felt like definitely could use a year just kind of developing, learning the ropes a little more. Sub-Zero, though, talking a little bit about him. So I'd say likelihood to commit to Utah, I would say like a 5 is like, he's got a shot, but I'm not banking on it. A 7 would be like, I have a good feeling. Like it really could be. It feels like he's probably leaning to Utah. And then an 8 or higher is probably like, I feel really good about it. A 10 means I basically feel like it's a lock. I feel like Sub-Zero, after all these guys were quote tweeting him and like reaching out to him and, from Texas, that's a big pipeline for us. I'm going to say an 8 for Sub-Zero. I actually have a really strong feeling that he's going to come in here. Think about that. Tavion leaves next year to go to the NFL. Then Sub-Zero comes in. It's him and Jalen Glover hitting that 2-piece. So definitely could be a fun combo there. And now let's go ahead and move on to the next player. As I go through these guys, don't forget, who is the number one guy you hope we get a commitment from? There's so many awesome players that are going to be visiting Utah. Boom. Quid Pro Coach says, yeah, I only like Utes, and their mindset is the best. Absolutely, baby. Make sure you guys drop in the chat, who do you think the number one recruit is that you hope we get a commitment from? And while you guys drop that in, I'm going to go ahead and reveal the next guy that visited last week. We had a big group last weekend, guys, of like good players. So definitely an exciting weekend. Okay, this is a fun one. Heath Ozeta. Okay, I've seen him before. I remember seeing him a few months back. I don't know if I'm the only one. Heath Ozeta. Here he is. Let me put him up on the screen for you guys. I just pulled up his Twitter. Let's get him up here. So Heath Ozeta. And as we go through these videos, guys, if you're not already, give these guys a follow. I mean, I'm sure the more Utah fans that follow them, I'll follow them right now, right? Might as well follow these guys as we go through it. Give these guys a follow. The more Utah fans that reach out to them and show them some love, I'm sure it's going to, play maybe not a huge part, but a decent part. Eris is saying I'm forgetting about Ricky Parks in the running back room. Yeah, I'm just saying, like if you're a guy like Sub-Zero, you might not really know who Ricky Parks is, right? So you're probably feeling like you have a shot to split time with Jalen Glover in year 2. So all right, so Heath Ozeta. So check him out here, guys. 6'6", 294 pounds, a huge, massive offensive lineman. Definitely a mauler of a guy. Big player. So I've seen his name mentioned a few times. It seems like the hype died down a little on this kid. But I feel really good about it, guys. I think Heath is going to be an awesome player for the Utes. Let's see. Did he give the Utes any love while he was here? Let's see. I don't see anything. He posted here about his official visit, but he doesn't look like he said anything. I feel like it's a good sign when they post like some pictures and stuff while they're visiting. I mean, that's all anecdotal, but it just kind of feels like when they're posting pictures, it's a good sign. Let's say likelihood that Heath commits as well. I'm going to give it a 6. I mean, I feel like I think he'd be a good fit, right? Now, remember, I've definitely heard this kid's name. I've seen some people showing him some love. So, 3-star recruit. Larry says Utah and UCLA are his 2 choices. Okay, awesome. Oh, you're going off the 24/7? Yeah, let's definitely put that up. Maybe that's something we'll start showing on these other guys as well. I'm gonna go off his Twitter, but make sure you guys give him a follow there. Let's go ahead and share. And honestly, I think a lot of what you see on these recruiting websites, like with how warm they are, who their top schools are, like right here, you really got to take with a grain of salt because, like, smart schools, right? They're just going to play it cool. You're not even going to know they're going after this guy until they go all out and just lock him down, right? But yeah, Utah and UCLA are his top 2 choices from what they're telling us. What I like, and this is something I'm bringing back up as I look at Heath. Look, 4 of those 5 schools right there, what do they have in common, right? Pac-12. He's from Washington, so you got to think he's going to want to stay on the West Coast. I mean, we're one of the best football programs on the West Coast, if not the best, right? So definitely if you're Heath, I think could be a really enticing choice. I'll bump him up to a 7. I don't know what's going on there. Why his hype kind of died down a little. Quid Pro Quo says, I love your channel. Pretty educated. Could help you just a little. Just going to let you know Utah's going to F him up this year. Yes, I swore. All right. Well, thanks for bleeping it out there. Quid Pro Quo. If you guys are enjoying breaking down these recruits, please make sure you like the video so we can, get it out to more Utes fans. On top of that, seriously, I know it sounds corny, but it really does let me know that you guys enjoy this type of video. Seriously, this way I just know this is what you guys like, and I'll keep making this type of video. This is what I like. I like talking about recruiting. There's not always a ton to talk about with it, but recruiting is kind of my passion, right? I'm sure you guys have noticed that. All right, so now that we are done talking about Heath Ozeta, and then last thing with Heath, what impact could he make next year on a scale of 1 to, or just kind of, we'll just say, just giving my just dry opinion on what I think he would do. I don't think he'd be an immediate impact player. This is such a good offensive line. I think it's going to be more of like a 1 to 2 year sit and develop. But I love his size and his frame, put some weight on the kid. Damn, man, I would love for us to get a good, 3-4 mauling offensive lineman every year. Just make this a powerhouse offensive line. Just keep throwing assets at that room. Like, we're getting all these really good running backs. What really good running backs like? Really good offensive lines. I would love, imagine you just, you get your guys together for practice. You just take the running back visits. You let them go watch the offensive linemen, see what they look like, and see what they, compare them to what the other schools have. And they see these just everyone on our O-line is 6'6", 6'7", 320. You know what I mean? That'd be pretty sick. All right, Jeff, I love the comments from the 2 Texas DNs, linebackers, and running backs. Just saying, XU. Jeff, good to have you here, man. All right, let's go to the next guy. All right, this is a big one, guys. A 4-star prospect, Leona Lefaua. I think that's how you say that. Lefau, maybe that's it. Lefau is probably more likely. So we look here, right? Warm across the board. What you like is you got a couple Utah schools, right? All these Hawaii kids. A lot of them like Utah. Also, you got a few Pac-12 schools. You got some hitters, though. I mean, this is not just a slap, easy group we're competing against. Lanky says he really likes Marquis Collins. That's Marquis Sub-Zero Collins. Yeah, I like him a lot too. Remember, so far as the guys we've been through, I feel like he's the most likely to commit to Utah. We've only looked at 3 guys, but out of those, I definitely feel strongly about him. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at Leona's Twitter. And you guys, make sure you follow these guys. Seriously, like I said, I'm sure it plays a role. Like, no joke. I'm sure that is like, imagine like if every like one school, like the school showing you love, but you're not getting any love from the fans. Then another school is showing you love, and the fans are going nuts, quote tweeting you, retweeting everything you're doing, like really pushing to get you there. I feel like that's got to play a factor, right? These are young kids; they want to be stars. It's kind of part of what drives you, you know. So check them out here, Leona Lefua, Lefau, at Lefau Leona. So let's check him out here. Definitely a big time playmaker, guys. 4 stars, a big deal. And check him out here posting the video of his trip to Utah. I love those videos, don't you guys? Aren't those so sick? Yeah, damn. Those official visit check. Damn. Come on, man. Come to the right Utah school, the good Utah school. All right, so let's look at him. I think definitely with the 4 stars, let's definitely get their film going and take a look. So, Leona Lefau. All right, we got a little. Every ad on here. Have you guys ever noticed that? Like every ad, if you guys ever go to huddle.com, it's all like don't do drugs and don't vape. I mean, that's a good thing. I just think it's like I don't want kids doing drugs or anything, but I'm saying it's weird that those are the only ads that pop up on Huddle. Ooh. Oh, damn, dude. All right. Little wide receiver, tight end type of action. Wow, tough catch. Tough catch there. That was clean. All right. Here he is. Okay. All right. Nice little play on the ball there. Is he number 5 or number 10? I think he's number 10. All right. Chasing him down. Ooh, damn. You see what I'm talking about, guys? Is when you watch a guy that knows how to hit and knows how to tackle, it's a difference. You could watch it on the tape. But yeah, definitely great tape for Leona. We only saw a few seconds there, but looks great, man. Let's make sure you give him a follow. Reach out to the kids. Seems like a beast. Okay, so now let's talk a little about where I see his odds of actually committing to Utah are. So first off, we got to factor in lots of good schools after him, lots of good Pac-12 schools after him, right? I'm going to go ahead and say a 7 here. I feel like there was a lot of posts when he came out here, you know. Maybe I'm assuming, but a lot of the time these kids from Hawaii are LDS. It is common. So I feel like Utah and BYU have a bit of an advantage there. I know that's not like the number one factor, but I feel like that plays a role with these kids that are considering coming to Utah. I don't know that he's LDS, but maybe he is. But either way, I think that's he seems like a great player. I'd say his odds of committing to Utah, like I don't think there's any school in that list that's like clearly better than we are, right? I really believe that, especially if we can, show up well this year. So I'm going to go ahead and say a 7. I like that 7. Definitely we have a good shot at getting him. And then impact wise, oh yeah, baby, that was some good tape. Obviously, I'd have to break down the tape more to really give you an opinion, but he's 6'1", 210 pounds. So I'd say, maybe he's playing safety, maybe he's a nickel, maybe he's a linebacker. I mean, that tape at least seemed like a guy that's going to see the field pretty quickly, right? All right, people. Now on to the next guy. All right, this was a name I saw a lot in the chat. I'm sure a lot of you guys know all about him. So Anthony James. I think it's Anthony James II, technically. Let's take a look at the guy. So, ooh, that's nice. So first off, the only 2 schools that are technically warm for Anthony James are Utah and Washington. That's really good to see. What else I like to see is that 3 of the top 5 that are listed here are Pac-12 schools. So that's definitely a factor. I mean, I find a lot of the time a guy's visiting a lot of schools in one conference and winds up committing to a school in that conference, right? The other ones are more outliers. I mean, you never know, but I like that it's us in Washington, right? And especially a guy from Texas, he'll be a little more used to the weather in Utah than he will in Washington. So that'll be a good fit. Also, a lot closer to home, right? That's definitely factors there. But, a monster player, Anthony James is. 0.93 score. Like, we get a commitment from this guy. He's one of the best players that's ever committed to Utah. At least, ratings wise on these grade scales. So let's go ahead and take a look at the guy. I'm a fan for sure. This is definitely one of my guys, right? Guy I'm excited about. Oh, this will be a fun video for you guys to watch. I don't know. Probably a lot of you guys have already seen this. So he's got some workout videos on his page here. And, his actual football videos are really cool too. But I feel like since we're on his Twitter, why not just look at these? Really quick feet, really athletic guy. There's a reason he's a 0.93 on 24/7 Sports. Look at that guy, 6'5", 252 pounds, moving like that. Gotta be a little impressed, right? Gotta be a little impressed. Check him out with his Utah. I don't know. Like, trust me, guys, I would really love to see Anthony James come here. Damn. Thank Utah football staff, players, and fans for an amazing weekend. I see why it's a special place. You notice so many people say that, like they see why Utah is so cool. Like they make a comment about it. Yeah, I'm gonna say, it's tough, dude. I want him. Like I want to say 10. I don't know. It's just tough. He's gonna be a highly sought after guy. 0.93. I mean, that's pretty high up there. We're right up there with Washington, and like right now, dude, if you could commit to any school, like you're gonna pick Washington over Utah, that would seem wild to me. I'm gonna go ahead and say, let's go for it. Let's say a 7.5. I feel like there's a good shot Anthony James comes in to Utah and makes us his choice. That's and he made some nice comments about Utah. I mean, why not us, right? Why not you? And another thing I really like is that he's playing D-line. Not that we have a bad D-line. I just feel like we could always use hitters on that D-line, I like to fill it up, and, he's not gigantic. Like, he could be an edge rusher if we wanted him to be, especially with that athleticism. I'm sure he plays a little edge, so definitely a guy to look forward to, though. Anthony James, I know he's a lot of your guys' most sought-after prospect. So let's go on to this next guy here. Oh, one of the other big ones. I think he is I think he's the second highest rated player visiting us in June. So that's a big deal. I'm not just saying in June. I mean, like probably overall. I mean, we got some real hitters coming out here, guys. Oh, Larry made a comment. Sorry, I missed you, Larry. Utah and Oregon are the 2 destinations for defense in the Pac-12. Dude is awesome. Yes. I believe you were referring to the guy, Leona Lafau. Yeah, he seems like a beast, and he's looking at Oregon too. Come play at the U, dog. Come play here, man. We'll train you up. We'll make you a beast. I mean, he already is, though, to be honest. Okay, so Eno Etta. So let's take a look at him. So you can tell right away by the offers, no joke, right? Michigan State, top 10 program the majority of last year. Michigan, college football playoff team. Utah, top 10 program last year. Stanford, straight garbage, right? Alabama's on there too. Alabama's on there too. They won the national championship last year. So you could tell lots of really good offers. But it doesn't seem like Alabama's too much in the mix from what they're saying. So, but really, I'm telling you guys, these guys really, from what I see, they don't seem to know that much. Not that I know anymore. I'm just saying, like, they don't seem to be really in the know or anything like that. So I'm gonna say we look at this. This is gonna be a tough one, guys. Let's go ahead and pull them up so we can get them some Twitter follows, get them going there and everything. You guys make sure you follow these guys and show them some love, right? It'd be cool if you guys are watching this on like Facebook or Twitter or something. If you guys could share it and maybe tag who your number one player is, that'd be really cool. And just tell them like, hey, we want to get you here. That'd be really cool. So yeah, Etta. Let me put him up on the screen here. All right, his Twitter page. All right, let's take a look. Okay, so check him out at Etta1. Boom. Definitely a beast, guys. Let's see what he had to say about Utah. Look, this is Michigan State. This is wilding, dude. Straight wild. Is that Eno there? Is that him? He doesn't seem like a flashy guy. I feel like he seems like a guy that could really be a Utah-esque type of dude. All right, where's his Utah visit? It's here. I know I saw some pictures from his Utah visit. All right. Oh yeah, here we go. Right? Boom. Check him out. I remember I saw this and I was like, damn, that just looks right, you know? Look at this dude. He looks like he's meant to be wearing that freaking crimson, dude. I like the look of that. Offers alphabetically, that is. Oh, that makes sense, Larry. Yeah, they just put them in alphabetical order on the cool. What I meant more, Larry, is not like what order his cools are in. It's more like what these guys actually know about if he's cool or warm on a school, if that makes sense. He seemed pretty hot on Michigan State going through his Twitter. Definitely they gave some love to Utah. Could be a good fit, but it looks like a lot of Michigan schools are going after him, which is weird because he's from Texas. Maybe he's interested in living in Michigan. So I'm going to be straight with you guys. It's probably going to be my lowest likelihood. Like straight up, I want him big time. I'm just trying to keep it real with you guys. I don't think he's committing to Utah. Just going through that. 2 big Michigan schools. Like it feels like he's winding up in Michigan, but we'll see. Who knows? I'm gonna go ahead and just say a 5. I don't think he's coming to Utah. There's a shot, but I don't think so. Okay, so that was last week, and now a guy that was just here and a guy absolutely worth talking about. So this guy was visiting on Monday. I'm gonna put him up on the screen here. Visited on Monday and is a legacy and like, big one. Jamal Anderson, right, out of Mill Creek in Georgia, a .929 grade, so almost a .93, really high. Immediately one of the better players Utah's ever gotten a commitment from. Plus the legacy, you can't hate on that, right? So check it out again. Real contenders competing with us: Clemson, Utah, Michigan State, SC. I mean, we got hitters going up against us, but this. We got his dad in his ear. His dad has been very vocal about the fact that, like, it's going to be his decision, but, he wants him to go to Utah. I don't think he said that word for word, but it's like he says, I want what you guys want, right? Like, this is going to be my son's decision, but I know what you guys want, and I want the same thing. And I'm guessing, that means he wants him to go to Utah. All right, let's check out his Twitter page. That'll give us an idea of where he's at with Utah. And I'm also going to show you guys something else that we should look forward to. So check out this. It was his post earlier. So look, right here, guys. Excuse me. My Flash player needs to update. So check it out. I will be committing this Monday, June 13th, guys. What I love about he's committing this Monday, June 13th. Where was his visit right before this, dog? Look, he goes to Clemson, and then he goes to Utah, right? I mean, he didn't technically post about Utah, but his dad did, and then he retweeted it. I don't know what that means. Maybe he's committing to Clemson, but maybe he's committing to Utah. He's committing on Monday. That's so exciting. Jeff, I've heard the 2 Texas DNs are friends and would like to play together, and they're both raved about the visit. Have you heard about this? I heard Jamal's son is a lock. XU Jeff. Well, hey, all right. We all got to keep it in perspective. Texas guys. I have noticed that Etta and what's his name and Anthony James they seem like a tight knit group. It's probably why they visited together. They probably hung out together and enjoyed. Same with Owen Chambliss and LaFau. They both seem pretty tight too. So that could be a mix. Yeah, I'm gonna go like you said, Jeff. You think Jamal is a lock? I'm gonna say not a lock, but I think it's the fact that he just visited Clemson and just visited us, guys. When was the last time he visited another school? Let's go look at that. I think that's worth looking into. Even if it was back to back to back, I mean, that we're going to be his last visit. Damn, that looks good. I mean, I don't really see any other visits in here. Do you guys? Yeah, it was just us in Clemson, dog. So that's a really good sign. I'm going to go ahead and say 8.5 is, you know what? Let's call it a 9. It's us or Clemson. And we were the last visit. His dad's from our school. Clemson's kind of rocky right now while we're on the way up. I'm going to say it's a 9. I think Jamal is coming to Utah, dude. I felt that way when I saw that post. I had a feeling. We don't know until it happens, but I can tell you what, I'll be looking at film over the weekend to get ready to do his recruiting breakdown. I'll tell you that much. So hopefully that happens, dude. And impact-wise, I mean, let's talk about it. Jamal's a linebacker. We need linebackers, right? This is a really big impact very quickly. Very athletic guy. Maybe he won't be a superstar right away, but similar to like Lander Barton, where you're hoping he can work in to a starting role by the middle of his freshman year. Excuse my chapstick there. But definitely a guy I'm really excited about. That's probably for me, especially considering that he's making the announcement on Monday, especially right around the corner, dude. Got to be hyped about that. I mean, we should be the one. We should be the one, baby. All right, let's go ahead and go to the recruiting again. All right. Now, this is today, I believe. I'm actually going to stop sharing the screen, and then I'll put it back on so I can just – yep. So this is today. So this is – all these players I'm about to show you are literally here right now, people. So they are in Utah right now, checking out the school, deciding if this is the spot for them. So let's all be sending out good vibes. Hopefully they're all chilling in a room right now watching this video. Unlikely, but so I'll try to say only good things about them. Larry says, once you get one blue chip, the others follow. Absolutely, dude. And I would personally consider Mac Howard a blue chip. Matiaki Hilu, close to a blue chip. I mean, really, Mac Howard was a blue chip, guys. He was a 4-star quarterback, and they bashed him after he committed to Utah. It's pretty annoying. So, but on that, yeah, definitely. And the cool thing is, I'll talk about it in a minute. All right. So Jackson Holman. So this is an odd one, right? He's not available. He's not rated on here. I wonder what that's about. Let's check the guy out. I'm gonna be straight with you guys. I'm not that familiar with him, but a guy that's not ranked, 6'3", 200-pound wide receiver, Mission Viejo. It's a good football school. Has a good stack of D1 offers. I mean, let's check him out. So Jackson Holman. And what I also liked is we were by far the best school there. I mean, the next best one was I think it was Vanderbilt and what's it called? Colorado State. Okay, so let's check this out. It actually, on here, on his Twitter profile, it says he's a 3-star. So maybe on Rivals or something, he's a 3-star. It's weird that he's ranked on one site and not ranked at all on another. So check him out here, guys. Make sure you guys give this kid a follow. I'm going to follow him right now. And, show him some love, guys. Share the video and tag him in it, man. We're excited to get the kid here. So check him out here. Definitely a guy. We could always use receiver help. I like that length, 6'3", 200 pounds. How I describe it is it's cool that he's here right now. Let's see. Do we have any pictures of him here right now? A lot of Arizona here. Looks like Arizona's going after him. It is wild, dude. If you guys have noticed, like Arizona actually gets really good recruits for a garbage school. I mean, they were like, did they even have a win last year? I think they had one win. I am quid pro quo. I don't know what you're talking about, dog. Don't F with me. I am Oren Porter Rockwell. All the Mormons will be here in one day. I really don't know what you're talking about. Maybe it's a movie or something. You're referencing something. I'm not familiar with it. All right. But yeah, Jackson Holman seems like a good guy. Not going to spend too much more time on him. But Jackson, we could always use receivers, especially a 3-star receiver with your type of size, man. Seems like a good fit for the program. Maybe even a potential tight end convert, right? All right, so let's check out the next guy here. So the next guy that is visiting right now, that is going to be Brock Fonoy Moana. I think that's how you said it. I think I got that down. Fonoy Moana. Oh, there's my dog. All right, so check him out here. He's got a few offers. We're definitely one of the better ones, right? I mean, it's us, Stanford, San Diego State, Hawaii, BYU, but he seems cool on BYU. So Hawaii's probably a consideration. It's weird that Hawaii doesn't get more of these in-state kids, right? You'd think. Top 25 QBs. Jeff said, Larry says, quid pro quo, why are you trolling here? Is he trolling, Larry? I don't know. I feel like quid pro quo seems serious sometimes. I don't know. Jeff, Mac was just rated in the top 25 QBs in the 2023 class nationally. His numbers and percentages were off the charts. Go Utes. Yeah. And on top of that, dude, if you guys don't know, if you guys have not watched Mac Howard's tape, it is insane. He is very athletic. On top of the fact his arm is really nice, very accurate. His athleticism is high end. He can really, break some tackles in the open field, beat guys to the edge. So definitely check him out if you haven't. So Brock Fonoy Moana, let's check him out here. Okay. Boom. Here the kid is. Let's pull him up. All right. 6'2", 190 pounds. Plays safety, first team All-State DB. That's very cool to see. Let's take a look at the profile. So he's in Utah right now. I always think it's weird when people are like here right now and they're not posting about it. Kind of a red flag, right? Like, why would you be here? But check it out. He's shouting out Hawaii. Maybe they're waiting until tomorrow or the weekend to actually, shout out Hawaii or shout out Utah. But definitely seems like a good kid. Larry says Mac Howard will be playing on Sundays. Hey, well, if all goes well, he definitely will be. So with Brock, make sure you guys give him a follow. His Twitter's on the screen there. A safety is definitely a position we could use, right? We got Cole Bishop, just a beast. We need a guy next to him, right? We got a few upperclassmen that could be playing that spot this year. We have a couple young guys that could come in and compete for the spot, but definitely a spot where there's a lot of competition and a lot of opportunity. So I would say with Brock, it's my first time really hearing about him. There's not a lot going on his Twitter talking about Utah, so I'll say a 5 that he would be likely to commit here. Nothing's showing me that he would be. I hope he does. But I'd say impact-wise, he can make a big impact right away. So, Brock, if you're watching this, man, consider Utah. We're looking for good safeties, and I would love to break down your film, post it on the channel. Larry says Nate Ritchie will be back next year. All right, now to the next guy. All right, bam. Okay, all right, guys, this is a fun one. Ethan Tomason. I think it's Ethan. Oh, why am I saying Tomason? It's Thomason. What am I thinking? Ethan Thomason. All right, let's look up the kid. So we're obviously in a lot of competition, and I think it's pretty obvious why that is. The kid is a giant, right? He is a man among boys. Very, check it out: Nebraska, Oklahoma State, Stanford, BYU. The good thing for us here, when you guys look at those schools, is that we are the best school out of all of those. Maybe Oklahoma State. I mean, that's not a bad program. They had a really good year last year. Lanky says, can't wait to have Nate Ritchie back. Yeah, that'll definitely make an impact. But a lot to look at here with Ethan. 6'8", 315 pounds, guys. He is just finished his junior year of high school. That is wild. Imagine once he gets this off season, putting in the weights, getting ready for next year. This guy's probably going to be, 6'8", 330, if not more, by the time he hits college. That's really exciting, especially a team like ours likes to throw people around, use a guy to replace Bam. Definitely an exciting guy. So let's pull up his Twitter here. I quote tweeted him the other day. He seems to be showing a good amount of love to Utah, which is something you really gotta like to see. And Dakota says, "Wow, he's huge." Yeah, dude, he's a straight monster. He's a big kid. So let's take a look at him here. All right, Ethan Thomason. Why do I keep saying it? All right, Thomason. So let's check him out. All right, give him a follow, guys. Ethan Thomason, 77. Boom. He retweeted Hunter Clegg talking about his official visit. Retweeted Walker Lyons. Not only is he coming to visit us, he's kind of like hyping up the visit with all these other monsters, which they kind of gave away some of the guys that we're about to talk about, but very exciting. So check him out here. He's got a picture with Witt holding up the U. I mean, guys, Witt was a pro linebacker. Look how big this kid looks standing next to him. But a guy that, and check him out here. Oh, this is a cool video, guys. Boom. Look at this monster. Look how athletic this kid is. He can dunk. He's 6'8". What a beast. Anyways, just a guy I'm really excited about. I've been hyped about him for a week or so now. So definitely Ethan, yo, dude. So let's talk about Ethan's likelihood of going to Utah. I'm feeling like an 8 right now. Kind of came out of nowhere for me. I've noticed him up to a month or so ago, like being talked about among the Utes Twitter space and all that. But I'm going to give it an 8. It feels very likely. It feels like he likes Utah. Hopefully tonight goes really well and those guys just all hit it off and have a great time. So I really hope that happens. And I think the visit happening right now is it's a big one. Like, this is a big one. I'm going to give you guys a reason why here in a second. Once we get to the guy that'll explain it to you, but it's a big one for sure. So let's look at the next guy. Okay, well, this is actually the next thing I was going to say that will explain it to you guys. I wonder if anyone's cheating. I wonder if any of you guys have this pulled up and are looking ahead of me. All right, Mac Howard is going to be there as well, guys. I don't have to go into Mac Howard's. Well, you know what? Let's give him some love. He's QB1 in the near future, hopefully. Let's give Mac Howard some love. He's an awesome dude, a beast of a football player. Let me pull him up for you guys here. Definitely give him some love. And while I do that, and make sure you guys follow him, I'm sure most of you guys have already followed him. All right, so let me share it. I'm going to put his Twitter up here. If you're not on Twitter, follow him on Instagram, wherever, right? So check him out here. So Mac Howard, Beast, really good player. Look at this, guys. He's retweeting Walker Lyons, right? He's there for a reason, guys. It is no coincidence that Mac Howard is there the same week we have a lineup of studs coming out to Utah. Take a guess at why that is, guys. Mac Howard's the sell. You guys see what I'm saying? Like they're stacking up. There's a few more big names coming up here. There's a reason Mac Howard's there. He's gonna be there selling Utah. Mac Howard's one of the best QBs in the whole country. So you put him on the visit with these guys. You know, they see how locked in he is. He introduces them to the other Utah players, gets them bought in. Guys, the visit going on right now is a big one. It could lead to a lot. So Mac Howard's a big part of that. So hopefully Mac can get in there, you know, and kind of close the deal, if that makes sense, and help the recruiting staff out. All right. All right, so let's check out this next guy. A big guy, another huge mammoth monster. Let's check him out here. Elisha Jacket. So Washington, Cal, UCLA. So they're going to say he's cool on us. I don't know, man. I don't feel like you do visits if you're cool on a school. I don't know if you guys would agree with that. I feel like it's rare that you would actually, especially this. I mean, he's from Orange, California. Like, we're going to be close to home for him. A lot of these other schools are, you know, like Ole Miss and Texas A&M are pretty far. The trouble is those are big brands, right? Especially Ole Miss is more of a brand, less than like a really good school. But they're a good school with a big brand. Texas A&M attracts a lot of talent. I'm sure NILs behind the scenes, as Nick Saban would agree, has a lot to do with that. But you know, a bunch of talent going against us. It says cool. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that. He's 6'7", 280. Maybe we'll sell him while he's here. Especially one of his big offers is Ole Miss. Mac Howard's from Mississippi. You know, they're probably, maybe he has some pull with this kid. Who knows? I mean, maybe I'm grasping, but hopefully the kid comes here. Why don't we? Let's get his Twitter up here too. I don't want to leave anyone out. Let's all make sure we're doing our part, right? The coaching staff can only do so much. We got to give these guys a follow, give these guys some love, man. So I just followed him on Twitter just now. Make sure you guys do the same. You know, let's take good care of this guy. And as we're doing that, before we move on to the final couple guys that are going to be here that are here right now, and big time names, let's make sure you guys like the video. Goes a long way, gets it out to more Utes fans, and it lets me know this is the type of content you guys like. You know, I love making it for you guys, and I just love to see that you guys, you know, give me a little reciprocation, right? And subscribe to the channel if you guys love football, because that's what we do here. Utah Utes Football Digest, baby. I made this channel so we can talk about Utah Utes football. It's literally all we do. I'm not aware of anyone else doing that. So I hope you guys enjoy it. All right, now let's go to the next prospect. Give Elisha a follow. Absolutely. All right, so let's go to the next guy. Okay, so this guy actually, when I posted on Instagram, he actually liked my video. I'm not that familiar with him, but he liked my video. Let's check him out here. Trey Wilson, a 0.88 3-star prospect. So definitely a good 3-star prospect, kind of like Elisha Jacket there. You know, a higher end 3-star. You know, that means you're really towing that line, almost being a 4-star. So let's check it out here. It's us, USC, and Washington that are warm with him. He's a D lineman, 6'3", 230 pounds. So it says D line, but there's no way you're playing 3-4 D line at 6'3", 230 pounds, right? I'm thinking we're probably looking at him as an edge rusher, right? Let's go ahead and pull up the Twitter, give the guy some love, and see kind of what's going on there that might tell us where he's leaning towards. Like I said, he liked my Instagram video today, so maybe that means something. And on his page here, it actually says ESPN 300 4-star D lineman. So, and he's definitely a defensive end at that size, right? So, I would tell you guys when I see that, that means we're looking at him as an edge rusher, in a 3-4 defense. Let's take a look. Trey Wilson, baby. 4-star D lineman. Let's check him out, dude. Salt Lake, I'm here, baby. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. I hope these guys are all hanging out tonight, having a good time, experiencing Salt Lake. I talked to so many people about it. Absolutely this isn't. Oh, how do we get back here? Sorry about that. I always tell people Salt Lake's like one of the hidden gems of the U.S., dude. It's an awesome place. So it looks like that's all we can really see, but it looks like he is here. I'm sure these guys are getting together, touring the school, enjoying it. Oh, check this out, dude. He tagged Luther Ellis. Very cool, dude. That must be fun to be one of these prospects. And I wasn't that good of an athlete, but it must be fun. Lanky says he loves the channel. Hey, Lanky, well, I love you watching the channel, man. Thanks for being here. And thanks for supporting it, man. I love doing the videos with you guys. And you, Larry, Jeff, right? I guess quid pro quo too. You got other guys. Jake is usually in these videos. But a bunch of you guys, if I'm forgetting anybody, don't be offended. I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. Oh, there's one of them. CA. When is fall camp beginning to end? When is fall camp beginning to? Oh, like what are the dates? I actually don't know. If anyone knows, let's get those dates. But with that CA, you're another guy. A lot of time here on the videos. So glad to have you here, guys. I appreciate you guys a lot. Make sure you like the video. You appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Okay, so Trey Wilson. Oh, I didn't mention with Elisha, like likelihood. Likelihood seems low with Elisha, a 5. Impact immediately probably seems low too, right? It's a great offensive line school. We develop really well. We recruit really well at offensive line. But that doesn't mean he wouldn't be great one day. I feel like we pick up an offensive lineman, you're about to learn from the best in the damn business. And if you're huge and you're willing to put in the work, I mean, you're going to be an impact player somewhere, whether it's here or it's a different school. I mean, if I was an offensive lineman and I felt like run blocking is a big skill for offensive linemen, guys, I would probably want to go to the U if that's what I wanted to be great at. All right. So now, and then Trey Wilson, just talking about him. Seems like a great kid. Just heard about him, to be fair to you guys. I was not familiar with him before today. Maybe I've seen his name before, but I like him. I like him a lot. 4-star, top 300 ESPN. I'm going to say a 6.5, like not super likely, but we really don't know, guys. Sometimes this is all under wraps, and they've been recruiting this guy hard as hell for a while, and we're just hearing about him on the official visit, right? So you don't know. All right, and now let's go ahead and look at the next guy. Trey Wilson's immediate impact, probably pretty decent. If he could come in here, be an edge rusher, be a 3-4 off ball type of guy, that definitely could make an impact quickly. Oh, all right. This is one a lot of people. I don't know if anyone mentioned it in the chat, which is weird because this guy is hype city, baby. All right, Hunter Clegg. Sorry, I didn't mean to unshare the screen there. All right, Hunter Clegg. He is an edge rusher, 6'4", 235 pounds. Am I the only one noticing a little pattern here that it really feels like we're trying to get some edge rushers? You guys notice that too? Like a lot of guys that are like D-line, they seem like they could switch to edge or straight edge or just like look like good pass rushing linebackers. Yeah, I definitely am getting that vibe right now. Okay, so let's take a look at Hunter Clegg. Stud, right? 0.926 grade according to Ute Zone or 24/7 Sports. Got offers from Utah, Stanford, BYU, Baylor, SC, right? Definitely a guy, sought after prospect. Bonus for us, he's out of American Fork. That means high likelihood it's us or BYU. Like that's kind of the dream growing up. If you grow up out here, like those are the schools you want to go to. With that though, Baylor's a really good school, and so is USC, and they're in the Pac-12. So I would say I like that 3 out of his 5 schools are in the Pac-12. So that gives me good hope. Hunter Clegg, just definitely a beast. Let's go ahead and pull up his Twitter here. Let's get him. Let's give him some love, guys. Make sure you guys are following him. Don't leave me hanging here. We got to get these guys some follows. I don't know if I followed Hunter Clegg. I feel like I have, but I guess we'll find out right now. No, I haven't. Wow. Yeah, so he's an edge, wide receiver, and tight end, 6'4", 235 pounds. Damn, this seems like a Utah guy. Utah official visit, SLC, let's rock. Yo, that black on this kid, tell me that doesn't look like the fit. Am I right, guys? That is looks like it's just meant to be. And I'm hyping it up, but damn, that really looks good. Dakota, got to keep the high end state guys. Absolutely got to keep the high end state guys, Dakota. That's where we could do a lot better, right? Getting these guys that are in state, right? If you want to stay in Utah, dude, BYU, come on, dog. Come on, dog. All right. Let's see. Anything else about Utah? Okay. I saw Hunter Clegg and Walker Lyons are both hyped on BYU and Utah. Damn. Yo, look at this though. Ethan Thomason, he did his BYU visit with these guys. So this is something that's new to me. I knew that Hunter Clegg and Walker Lyons did their visits together, but check this out. Ethan Thomason was part of that visit too. It makes things a little spicier, huh? So this is a big one here. It's probably why they pulled out Mac Howard. I mean, this is a big group of high recruits, and it sounds like these guys are either going Utah or they're going BYU. I mean, is that the vibe you guys felt when you looked at that picture? I felt that too. Sharp. You talking about that uniform? That was fresh, huh? That was nice. Yeah. That made this a little more intense. Do you guys feel that when you looked at that picture? Let's hope we get some rocking pictures with these kids, making them feel like a gang of bandits together too, with Mac Howard, right? I mean, you guys already probably know who the other big one is. That's his best friend. It's Walker Lyons. He's gonna be coming up in a minute. But let's make sure you guys give Hunter Clegg a follow. Dude, we cannot be losing recruits to freaking BYU, dog. Like, ugh. All right. Next guy, here he is, the final piece of the puzzle. So this is the final guy that's visiting today. This will be the last guy we take a look at tonight, just because this takes a while. I didn't want to rush it. I want us to take our time, but probably next week we'll look at the guys that'll be here next week. That'll make a little sense, give us something to look forward to, right? All right, so Walker Lyons. If you guys don't know, the kid is a straight monster. A .965 grade at tight end, 6'4", 230 pounds. At 6'4", 230, the kid moves and plays like a really athletic, playmaking wide receiver. If you haven't watched the tape, make sure you guys give it a look. Definitely a beast. We're in competition with a bunch of big names, right? And this is just the ones they're putting up there. Just so you guys know, I've seen a lot of love that he's shown to Ohio State. If there's anywhere I'd be worried about losing him to, it's Ohio State, right? Larry, I wouldn't go to BYU ever. Not a true college experience. Yeah, you'll just get zoomed out, and then you're just living in your bubble. Yeah, go to SLC, experience, see a few homeless people walking around, right? Live a little bit. No, I'm just kidding. The SLC campus area is actually really, really nice. It's like, it's right next to Sugar House, beautiful area. But you go a few blocks over, you can hit the bar scene, have a good time. So, but yeah, absolutely, I wouldn't go to BYU either. I think one thing BYU does have, if I'm being fair, their uniforms are pretty sick, straight up. Like at least right now, they have good looking uniforms, right? It's a good brand with those uniforms. So I'll give them that. But it's definitely not where I would go. But more than that, guys, I don't think like I think Utah is the place to go if you want to be like the next level Utah football program. Like it's not BYU. I feel like BYU kind of closes themselves off. I won't go into all the details, but you guys know why. It's like BYU just has this bubble around them that it's a limitation to entry. I think the ceiling that Utah can hit is different than the ceiling that BYU can hit. Like BYU is looking for a certain type of person, where Utah is looking for like just good people. That's all Utah wants. It's not about what your background like. You guys know what I'm saying. I won't go into detail. I'm not trying to offend anybody, but Utah, it just looks for good family guys that want to be a part of this and want to grow. It doesn't matter if maybe you cuss a little bit or you like to get a little rowdy. It's like if you're all in on this and you're a family guy and you want to be a part of this. Larry says BYU going to a Texas and Oklahomaless Big 12. Oklahomaless. Oh man. BY who? All right, so definitely a beast. Let's go ahead and check out Walker Lyons' Twitter. It kind of got off on a tangent there with the BYU, but let's be clear, guys. Walker Lyons, Ethan Thomason, and Hunter Clegg all together all seem like legit guys. I've been following Walker Lyons for a minute, and I can tell you guys straight up that I want him. I want him at Utah. He is a very athletic tight end. Like I was saying, he moves like a wide receiver at tight end. Look at those offers. I mean, no way he picked Stanford, right? It can't even be really in the conversation. Am I the only one feeling that way? Like, how could you pick Stanford right now? That would just seem wild to me. I don't think they are. But if we look at this, right, we're competing. This is probably one of our hardest competitions for this guy. If you guys want Walker Lyons to come here, make sure you guys like the video. Make sure you follow him. Make sure you comment on all this posts. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can keep so we can keep growing. Make sure you say it in the chat, right? Why not? All right, but a lot of big schools, Alabama and Ohio State, even if it was just us and those two alone, it would feel really tough. And you add in BYU, which is, they have a big Utah presence, and USC. We're definitely way above Stanford. If he commits to Stanford, I'll eat my words. Larry says Stanford is no longer tight end university. Yeah, they're barely even a university at this point at all. I really want Walker to come here. Where I'm at, there's a good shot, but it's not that high, guys. I'm just going to be straight with you. I can't lie, right? I want Walker Lyons here, and I hope he changes my mind. But I'm going to say a 6.5 until I see otherwise. Maybe let's take a look at how he's feeling about Utah. I know I saw him post a little video about Utah earlier. Yeah, check him out. Damn, dude. That looks hype, dude. It looks sick. It just feels like there's a lot of content from other schools. Like, look at all this stuff from BYU he's blasting out. Right? I feel like I always look at the ratio, like how much are you blasting out one school as compared to the others, if that makes sense, guys. So I'm going to say Walker Lyons. Not a huge chance he's coming to Utah. Immediate impact, though, he would be a starter probably year one. Like once Kincaid and Keithy are gone, he feels like a Keithy to me. If he wants the best for his career, come to Utah. I really believe that. Like if you're watching this, Walker Lyons, come with your boys, dude. Have a fun time tonight and bring your boys to Utah, dog. You're going to have a good time. But on that note, guys, that is all the players that have visited so far in June and that will be visiting tonight. We'll talk about who's visiting next week as next week rolls around. I want to leave us some content to talk about. We've been going for a while here. I don't want you guys to see me pass out. So on that note, guys, please make sure you guys like the video before you get out of here if you haven't already. It really goes a long way. And if you could, share the video and tag who you think your favorite recruit is and tell him he's got to get down here, right? That'd be awesome. So, Larry, this is a great show. Yeah, I'm glad you liked it, Larry. It felt natural. It felt like this is what we should be talking about. So that's awesome, guys. And on that note, I am going to get out of here. I hope you guys have a great evening. Stay safe this weekend. And I'll see you guys next Friday. Go Utes.